Good morning, student, to my lecture on digital electronics. This is a part of CPH 402, Basic Physics 4. Now, in this lecture, basically, I'm going to talk about the number system and the different parts of the digital electronics, which I'm going to discuss in my in my upcoming lecture. So, I'll start with the number system. Now, the common number system that are used are decimal number system. If you talk about decimal number system, the base of a decimal number system is 10. The symbols that are used to represent the decimal numbers are 0 to 9. Means to represent a decimal number, you can use any number that is formed by the digit 0 to 9. Decimal number system is used by humans, but that is not used in computers. Okay. Second comes your binary number system. If you talk about binary number system, the base of the binary number system is 2. The symbols that are used, it use only two symbols. One is 0, another one is 1. It is not used by the humans, but yes, it is used in computers. Third comes is the octal number system. If you talk about the base of octal number system, the base of octal number system is 8. Symbols that are used to represent octal number system is from 0 to 7. Now, the most important thing which is to be remembered is this: 8 is not an octal number. Okay, so any number that is formed by the digit 0 to 7. Now, for example, if I write 12, now 12 is an octal number. Okay, but if you talk about 18, 18 is not an octal number because 8 itself is not octal. Okay, so always remember this. And even 19, if you talk about, now 19. Now 9 is not an octal number, but it is a decimal number. So I will say 19 is not an octal number. So any numbers that are formed using the digit 0 to 7, we will call them as a octal number. Now, if you talk about whether it is used by humans or not, no, it is not used by humans, and neither it is used in the computer system. Okay. Then comes your hexadecimal number. If you talk about hexadecimal number, the base of hexadecimal number is 16, and the symbols that are used to represent hexadecimal number are from 0 to 9, and the letter alphabets from A to F. Means if you talk about hexadecimal numbers, you will use the number 0 to 9. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And after that, you will have to use the alphabets A to F. That means A, B, C, D, E, and F. So, if you talk about the decimal number system, the symbols that are used for decimal number system are 0 to 9. Okay, so 0 to 9. Now, if you want to represent 10, it will be 1, 0. So 1, 0 gives you 10, decimal number 10. Now, if you want to represent decimal number 10 in hexadecimal system, 10 will be represented by the letter A. 11 will be represented by the letter B. 12 will be represented by the letter C, and so on. If you talk about whether it is used by human or not, no, it is not used by human, and it is neither used in the computer. So in this entire thing, the most foremost things which we are going to use is the binary number system, because computer uses binary number system. Okay. Now, then comes your conversion among the bases. Now, as in my previous slide, I said that when we have decimal number system, the base is 10. If you have binary number system, the base is 2. If you have octal number system, the base is 8. And if you have hexadecimal number, the base is 16. Now, what do we want to do here? I want to convert the bases. Okay, means what? Possibilities. Let us talk about the possibilities. So, what are the possibilities? Okay, so possibilities, if you talk about, okay, if you talk about the possibilities are this. Okay, we are having decimal. Now, question arises, can we convert decimal to binary number and binary to decimal number? Yes, it can be converted. Now, if you can see with this arrow, I have marked both sides. So that means what? You can convert a decimal number to binary, as well as a binary number can be converted to decimal. Okay. Then vice versa is also possible. Okay. See, decimal number can be converted to hexadecimal, as well as hexadecimal can be converted to decimal number system. Same way, binary number system can be converted to octal, and octal number system can also be converted to binary. as well as octal number system can be converted to hexadecimal, and hexadecimal can also be converted to octal. Now these are the different possibilities of conversion among the bases. Okay. Okay. For example, if you talk about, see, 25. Now, if 25 to the base 10. Now, 25 to the base 10, if you write, that means this is representing a decimal number system. Now, just keep one thing in mind. Like if you talk about, say, 31 or 19. Now, if you see 31, 19. 31 is also a decimal number, 19 is also a decimal number, 25 is also a decimal number. But how will you differentiate between decimal number, octal number, hexadecimal number? What you need to do is this, look for the base. Now when I write 25 to the base 10, means I am talking about the decimal number system. Which number system we are considering? We are considering a decimal number system. Same way with 31 to the base 8, means I am talking about, I am taking 31 as the octal number. 19 to the base 16 means I am talking about the hexadecimal. Now, by the by, you say that if I would have replaced this 16 by 10, okay, I would have written 19 by 10. Means in that case, 19, whatever number I am writing, that I am expressing it in the decimal form because the base is 10. So always remember, whenever you go for conversion, you look for the base. Okay, if the base is 10, means the number is representing a decimal number system. If the base is 8, it is representing the octal number system. If the base is 16, it is representing the hexadecimal system. Now, why didn't I talk about the binary number system? You know, binary number system I did not talk about because it will contain 2 digits, 1 or 0. Okay, 1 1 also it may contain, or 0 0 it may contain. So, no doubt here also you'll have to check with this base. Okay, the base here is 2. Now say for example I'm having the number 25. Now 25 is represented here as a decimal number system. Now equivalency of 25 in binary number is 11001. Now 11001 in binary represent 25 in the decimal number system. Okay, same way mein 31 to the base 8 means octal number 31 is represented as 25 in decimal number system. Same way mein if you have 19 in the hexadecimal system represent 25 in the decimal number system. Okay, so see, all these numbers are equivalent, but this number system is different. Okay, if someone asks you represent 25, represent the decimal number 25 in binary form. So what is the binary form of 25 to the base 10? That is 11001. If someone asks you what is the binary, what is the octal representation of 25? It is 31. And what is the hexadecimal representation of 25? It is 19. Okay, so this you should remember, means the possibilities which I have drawn here. Okay, the way I said you can convert decimal to hexadecimal, binary to octal, decimal to binary, binary to decimal, octal to hexa, hexa to octal. Okay, all these possibilities are possible. Okay, and here not only that, decimal can be converted to hexadecimal, hexadecimal can be converted to decimal. Same way binary can be converted to octal, and octal can also be converted to binary. Okay, now the question arises how to do this conversion. There are certain steps, there are certain procedure which you need to follow to convert the different number system into the other form. Okay, so we will discuss this with you all. Okay, now see, first conversion which I want to talk about is decimal to binary. Okay, now what is the technique that is used to convert a decimal number system to a binary number system? I want to convert a decimal number. Someone is giving me a decimal number and we are trying to find out what will be the equivalency in the binary form. Okay, so we will talk about the technique. Okay, let us see. We will talk about the technique of it. So first what you will have to do is this, divide by 2, means whatever number is given to you, you want to convert a decimal number to a binary number. So whatever decimal number is given to you, what you do is you convert the decimal number, you want to convert a decimal number to a binary. So what you do is this, you go on dividing the decimal number by 2. So divide by 2 and then you keep the track of the remainder. Okay, whatever remainder you are getting, you keep a track on this. Okay, then what you do, you read the remainders from the bottom to top to give the equivalent binary integer number. Okay, I'm again repeating. What is the technique to convert a decimal number to a binary number system? I want to convert a decimal to a binary number system. So how will I do that? What will I do is this. I will divide the number, means whatever decimal number is given to you, divide the decimal number by 2 and keep a track of the remainder. Okay, and then what you do, you read the remainder from the bottom to the top, and that is going to give you the equivalent binary integer number. Now let me explain you with the help of an example. Suppose you say example number 1. Okay, now 125 to the base 10 means this is a decimal number. I want to convert it into binary. Now you check here properly. I wrote 125 to the base 10 is equal to question mark to the base 2. That means what? Decimal, you want to convert it into a binary number. Okay. So what you will do is that, see, what did I say? Divide the number by 2 and track the remainder. Okay. So what I did, I divided 125 by 2. So 2 6 are 12, 2 2s are 4. So what you get, 2 into 62 gives you 124. So 2 into 62, if it gives you 124, then what is the remainder that is left? Remainder left is 1. So I am writing here 1. Okay, clear to all of you? I am again repeating. I am having the number 125. I want to convert it into binary number. So what will I do? I will start dividing the number by 2. So I am dividing 125 by 2. Now, if you divide 125 by 2, that is not an exact division. Why? Because it will have remainder. So if you multiply 2 into 62, you are going to get 124. So if you subtract 124 from 125, what is the remainder left? 1. So I am writing that remainder here. Then what is in remainder? 62. Now what you do? You divide the 62 by 2. So 2 into 31 gives you 62, right? 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. So 2 into 31 gives you 62, but there is no remainder left. So you will write here what? The remainder is 0. So when 62 is divided by 2, the remainder that is left, that is 0. Then what you do? After that, what you are supposed to do? Then you are having 31 here. Now divide this 31 by 2 once again. So when you divide 31 by 2, you are getting 2 into 15 gives you 30. So 2 into 15 gives you 30. What is the remainder left? That is 1. Now question arises when to stop. When we are supposed to stop. Okay, stop dividing the numbers. Because here if you see, when I'm multiplying 2 by 62, okay, I'm getting 124. But when I'm multiplying 2 by 31, I'm getting exactly 62. So I'm getting remainder 0. Then when to end it? When to stop dividing the number by 2? I will tell you that. Now 2 into 15 gives you 30. What is the remainder? 1. Okay. 2 into 7 gives you 14. Remainder is 1 once again. 2 into 3 gives you 6. Remainder is 1. 2 into 1 gives you 2. Remainder is 1. Now here you see. And 2 into 0 gives you 0. Remainder is 1. So what you need to do is this, you go on doing it, you keep on dividing it by 2 unless you achieved 0 here. Okay, like 2, 0, the 0, so I'm getting here 1. Okay, so this here you must get 0, then only at that moment you will have to stop. Okay, clear to all of you? So see, this 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1, these are the remainders. But 2 into 0 gives you what? 2 into 0 gives you 0. So what is the remainder? 1. So here you must get 0. Then only you will stop dividing it by 2. Now what did I say? Then you'll have to read the remainders from the bottom to the top. So these 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. These are the remainders. But you'll have to take it in which form? From the bottom to the top. So from the bottom to the top, if you write, what will you write? You will write 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. Okay. So what will you write? See, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. So see, this is the decimal number 125. When you are converting it to binary, the form will be, what will be the number in binary? It is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0, 1. So here I wrote base 2. That means this is a binary number and this is the decimal number. Okay. Now next question is, I want to talk about example number 2. Now this is a number without any decimal point. Suppose you say that you are having decimal number, like here you say you are having 0.6875. Okay, you are having 0.6875 to the base 10. So what will you write? What will, for point terms, what you are supposed to do? Go on multiplying by 2. So I am multiplying 2 by this. Okay, so what I am getting? 1.3750. Then okay, integer and fraction, if you talk about, what is the integer here in this number? Integer is 1, fraction is 0.3750. Okay, then what you do, the fraction which you are getting, you multiply it by 2. Are you getting it what I am supposed to do? What you are supposed to do, like in, you know, when you are having number without any decimal, it is very simple to do. Just go on dividing by 2 and write down the remainders. Unless you achieve 0 here, then you take the remainders from the bottom to the top, you are going to get your binary number. But what if the number which you are getting, that is in point? So here you see, here the example, in example number 2, what is the number I am having? I am having 0.6875. Okay, so if it is 0.6875, what you will have to do, multiply this number by 2. So 0.6875, I multiplied it by 2, so I am getting what? 1.3750. Okay, in this number there is one integer part and another one is fractional part. Point 1 was fractional part, and left hand side of point, it is the integer part. So what is the integer here? 1. And what is the fractional part? That is 0.3750. Now what you do, you multiply this fractional number, fraction part, by 2 once again. Okay, so I am getting 0.7500. Now here, what is the integer? Integer is 0. And what is the fraction? It is 0.7500. Again, what you do, you multiply the fraction number by 2. You are getting here 1.500. So what is the integer? Your integer is 1. What is the fractional number? That is 5000. Then again multiply this fraction part by 2. I'm getting here 1.0000. Now what is the integer? That is 1. And what is the fraction? That is 0.0000. So what you will have to do here? You see, you will have to go on multiplying the fractional number by 2 unless you are getting the fraction to be 0. Here you see, if you check here, what is the fraction? The fraction is 0. Fraction turns out to be 0. Had it been not 0, non-zero number, you'll have to again multiply it by 2 and go on following the same process until you are achieving 0 as your fraction. Okay, so what will you do? How will I write this 0.6875 as? I will write it as, here what you will have to do, in this case you took the number from bottom to top. Here you will take from top to bottom. Okay, top to bottom, the integers which you are, top to bottom you have to write down. Okay, so what will you write? Before that you will write down 10. It will be 0 point from bottom to, from top to bottom. Top to bottom, if you want to write, it is 1011 with a point. Okay, I'm again repeating. How will you convert a decimal number to a binary number? Had it been a decimal number, okay, without any fraction, go on multiplying by 2, keep a track on the remainder. How long you will go on multiplying unless you get the quotient to be 0. And then what you are supposed to do, you are supposed to take the numbers from the, you will have to write the remainders from the bottom to the top, and the whatever number you are getting, that is your equivalent binary number. What if you are having fractional number? If you are having the numbers in fraction, like you are having 0.68575, okay, it is in fraction. So what will you do in that case? If you want to convert it in fraction, what you do, you write down like 0.6875. This is a fractional number. What you do, multiply it by 2. You have multiplied by 2. From that you write down the integer part, fraction part. Once again you multiply the fraction part by 2. Again you write the integer part and the fraction part. Keep on doing that unless you get the fraction part to be 0. The moment you are getting the fraction part to be 0, you stop over there. But only difference is that here, instead of bottom to top, you need to write from top to bottom with a point and with a 0. Okay, so this is how to convert a decimal number to a binary number. Okay, then arises the question, can we convert binary to decimal form? Okay, because what I did is this, in previous section I converted the decimal to binary. Now whether vice versa is possible or not. What is the meaning of saying vice versa? Is it possible to convert the binary into decimal? Okay, yes, it is possible. What is the technique that you'll have to do? What you need to do is this: you multiply each bit by 2 to the power n. Now, what do I mean by saying each bit? See, if you have the number 12, 1 is a 1 bit, 2 is 2 bits. So it's a 2-bit number. Okay, each number in computer system, what we do, each numbers are represented by the word bit. So what you do to convert a binary to decimal number, you multiply each bit by 2 to the power n. Now, what is this n? N is the weight of the bit. For example, suppose you say you are having the number 12, 1, 2. So 2 is in 1, 2, that is 12. 2 is in 10 section and 1 is in 0 section, right? It is in 2 is in 1 to 12, 12. So if you are having, suppose you say, if you have 1, 2, 12, number 12. Now if you see this 2 is in which place? It is in 2 is in which place? Unit place. Okay, so 2 is in unit place. And what about 1? 1 is in tens place, right? So what you will do here, okay, what you will do here n is the weight of the bit. Okay, so you'll have to multiply bit by bit. So this will be more clear. Then what happens is this: the weight is the position of the bit starting from 0 to the right. From the right side to the left side, you will proceed and you will go on multiplying by the position of the bit starting from 0 on the right. Finally, you go on adding the result. Now, this will become, the technique will become more clear when I'll talk about one example. So, example 1, if you talk about, say, I'm having the binary number 101011. Now, how many bit it consists of? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, this binary number contains 6 bit. It's a 6-bit binary number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, it's a 6-bit binary number. I want to convert it into decimal. So, what did I said? What is the technique you are supposed to write? You'll have to multiply each bit by 2 to the power n. N is the weight of the bit, and the weight of the position of the bit starting from 0 to right. Okay. Now here you see 1 0. This, how many bit it consists of? 6 bit. So what you will do, you will go on multiplying the each bit by 2 to the power n. And what is the value of n? N is the weight. So here you see it is unit, 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, lakh, right? So 1. You'll have to start from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 into 2 to the power 0. Then 1 into 2 to the power 1. 0 into 2 to the power 2. 1 into 2 to the power 2, 3. 0 into 2 to the power 4 and 1 into 2 to the power 5. So what did I say? It consists of how many bits it is having? It is a 6-bit number. You multiply each bit by what? 2 to the power n. What is n? N is the weight of the bit. How will you count the weight of the bit? You start from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here you have 6 numbers. So if it's starting from 0, it will have 2 to the power 5. So it will be 1 into 2 to the power 5, 0 into 2 to the power 4, 1 into 2 to the power 3, 0 into 2 to the power 2, 1 into 2 to the power 1 and 1 into 2 to the power 0. Now what will be the answer? 1 into 2 to the power 5 means multiply 2 by 5 times. You get 32. Anything multiplied 0 is 0. 2 to the power 3 is 8. 1 into 2 to the power 3 is 8 only. 0 into 2 to the power 2, that is 0. 1 into 2 to the power 1, 2. And anything to the power 0, the value is 1. 2 to the power 0, what will be the value? The value of 2 to the power 0 will be 1. So it will be 1 into 1, that is 1. Now add this all, add up all these numbers. Means 32 plus 8 plus 2 plus 1. Okay. And that is going to give you the binary number. Okay. So what is the binary equivalent of this? What is the decimal equivalent of the binary number 101011? It is 43. Okay. I can take another example, and this example is with what? It is it's contained fraction as well as integer. 11.11.112. You need to convert it into the decimal number system. What you do is here also technique will be the same, but just the reverse of it. Count. What you are supposed to count the number of it. 2, 1, 1. Okay. On the left side of point, how many numbers are there? How many bits are there? 2. right side also 2. So but you'll have to start from 0. So it will be 0 and 1 will be the only two values for n weight. Okay, so what you do is this: 1 into 2 to the power 1 plus 1 into 2 to the power 0, and something which is in fraction, for the fractional part, what you are supposed to do, you will have to multiply it by minus of that n, but you are not supposed to take 0 because 0 is neither positive neither negative, so it's just an integer. So what will I do? I will write 1 into 2 to the power minus 1 plus 1 into 2 to the power minus 2. This you will have to keep it in mind: 1 into 2 to the power 1 plus 1 into 2 to the power 0 on the left side. Right side, after the point, fractional number, you'll have to multiply it by minus term, but don't take 0. You'll have to start from 1 itself. So 1 into 2 to the power minus 1, 1 into 2 to the power minus 2. So what you are getting now, add them separately: 2 plus 1 plus 0.5 plus 0.25. So what you are getting is, okay, 3.75 to the base 10. So this is how you need to convert your binary to the decimal form. Okay, in my upcoming lecture, I'm going to talk about how to convert a decimal number to octal system. Okay, then we'll have a talk about how to convert the next we'll have to talk how to convert decimal to octal, octal to decimal, okay, or decimal to hexa, hexa to decimal, or binary number to hexal, binary number to octal. All these I'm going to discuss in my upcoming lecture. Okay, so till then, good day.